Hey radiant souls, welcome back to my channel, The Radiance in You. I hope you are grounding your faith, expanding your heart, bringing in your focus and your new plans, new wealth, new love, and being in joy and harmony and peace of your mind, body, and soul. I invite you to the space for another reading. Today's reading is very intentional about expanding your heart energy, heart chakra, the message we have been getting for the collective in the past few readings. And the way I do my sessions, of course, if you have been switching into my channel, you know that it is to activate healing, align your frequencies with your highest timelines. These are not predictive in nature. These are supposed to activate what already lies within you, a supportive space, alignment with your highest callings, with your highest frequencies, with your divine connection. So it is more in the nature of activation and confirmation of what you already know. So in the heart space activation, I want to do it slightly differently today. So there would be at the end of this cards that the words that activate your heart energy, there would be a live drumming. And I do shamanic drumming in my one-to-one sessions, of course, but I wanted to extend it to the collective viewers to remove any blockages. So it goes from the topmost our crown chakra down to the root chakra in terms of removing any blockages, heavy energies, old frequencies, and creating space to bring in the new frequencies and ground them for all times. It's like a cleansing and grounding. So ideally that section should be at the beginning of this session, but I thought since I'm doing it newly for this collective in this space, I would allow the viewer to resonate with the messages first, to open their heart space and allow these activation of words to go into their body, mind, and energetic space, and then tune out of the session in your own individual space by listening to the live drumming. And I hope both these sessions help you. If you want to tune in only to the first section, it's up to you as you resonate best, but I wanted to do that from my end. So welcome viewer. If you're new, welcome to this healing space. We have been activating new frequencies for the viewer, for the collective, for the deep journeyer. If you're returning, thank you for joining. Welcome back. So we are going to open the portal into our heart chakra today, and this is to deepen the love. When we open our heart chakra, any blocks in receiving is removed by greater exchange of heart energy. So we are opening the portal to our heart energy, and if you feel called to close your eyes and connect, take a couple of deep breaths to connect with your physical heart space and breathe out any stress or tension or frantic mind energy you may be holding on. So I will allow the viewer to connect at this energy. Take a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Slow down into your heart space and connect to the opening portal energy. And here we have our portal energy, and I'll be looking into the cards in a second. And we have divine metrics. I'll talk about the cards in a minute, but I want you to continue to tap into your heart space, into your higher heart, into your loving heart, into your peaceful heart, into your compassionate heart, and send out that energy from your heart into your body. in to breathe into those parts of your body that may feel heavy, that may feel unloved, that may feel stagnant, with old energies, with old pain, with old heart. So we are extending this energy from our heart centers into those parts of our body which need to receive the freshness of the new breath, the breath at this moment, the energy, abundance, peace, joy, harmony that surrounds you at this moment. So this is the first card, activating our heart energy, Rings of Time. We'll talk about the cards in a minute. And we are going to do another love message. So I intend for this to be a little more in the personal nature of love, what feels love for you, maybe in a romantic relationship, in an inner circle. And I intend for this deck, the last deck, to activate love in a bigger, more expansive way, which includes soul tribes, families, work communities, living communities, or communities across the world you're connected to through the web, through the internet, whatever applies in your case. And that also includes you yourself, and you yourself as connecting to those tribes. So inviting in love. Okay. Commitment. Okay. Let's turn the cards now. If you want, you can open your eyes to take a look. Oh, beautiful. So something is deepening, something is connecting with significant another. Definitely a very, very strong union of masculine and feminine, and commitment to hold your heart energy as your highest energy. Earth star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. And then of course we got the man of the earth and woman of the sky, and commitment. So the way I see this energy, and there is a continuation of a theme of colors. I'm sure you can see this. You can soften your gaze and not look at it with wide open eyes, but soften your gaze, sorry, and look softly into the color scheme of the spread here. You will see the continuation, and as if it is one canvas floating from the colors, floating and flowing from one into the other to the last one. So there is a lot of new energy, the brightness of the sun energy, the cosmic energy supporting. There is a lot of purple energy, which talks about the spiritual support you have in this. And then of course we see the pink and the deep red energy that goes, of course this one is a card of grounded energy of the Isis. And Isis energy coming from this deck is also, in grounded energy, is also very strong indication of grounded action, because there are all different, spiritual figures in this deck, and it is not like only an Isis deck. So receiving her grounded action with the Merkaba in a very prominent position talks about a very strong spiritual energy supporting your heart energy at this moment. Man of the earth and woman of the sky talks about coming together of your own masculine and feminine within you, and coming together, because we did talk about love in a more personal way and a more inner circle way, which could be romantic relationship, your own relationship with yourself, and maybe deep platonic friendship. So coming together of the different polarities in that relationship. But mostly it does speak of a romantic relationship if you are an existing one, if you're trying to bring in another, Or if your significant other is not in physical form anymore, has passed on to spirit, then it talks about a continued connection between the souls. And if you have experienced a loss of your loved one, my heart goes out to you. I send you a warm hug of love and feeling of that love in your life still now, even if they may have passed into spirit form. And if you're deepening in or inviting to deepen a new connection into your physical world, then this also talks about a man of the earth and a woman of the sky coming together. Commitment is also not just commitment to another, but the commitment to have the way of the heart is prominent in your life. Committing to this cosmic energy that activates the higher heart. That means you will always tap into your intuitive knowing. That is not just the rational mind, but the higher heart, which is again not passing emotions. It is not getting lost and drowned in emotions which are helpful for us, which are indicative of what pain we carry, what joy we carry, what suppressed emotions we may be still holding on. So emotions have a great role in our life, and they will be continuing to show us what we need to experience in our life. But higher heart activation and commitment to that is deeper than that, more expansive than that. It is basically tapping into the wisdom of the heart that is connecting with her soul when all the passing emotions pass through. So we don't continue to be in a cycle of rage. We don't continue to be in a cycle of resentment or feeling sad or feeling sorrow or feeling ecstasy with a great surprise or a great gift, and it passes. All of those emotion passes. So the wisdom of the heart energy and the commitment to this, allowing our heart to bring in grounded, anchored energy into our lives, is basically when all of those emotions pass through, we deepen that energy of emotions, of thoughts, by activating and tapping into our higher heart and our soul. And that's why our higher heart activation allows us to make heart-based decisions which are not the whims and fancies of the mind, or what we may confuse with emotions, because emotions are also reactions to others, to our environment, to what has a memory of what had happened to us in the past. But those are not real and happening at this moment. We allow that to stay as long as it needs to bring the lessons, to bring us into light. And then we bring in the wisdom, and then we create a detachment from what needs to go, and an attachment to our divine connection, to the connection with our higher heart. And through that, we take the lessons, we bring the discipline, and that discipline has softness of the heart, has the softness of compassion, of non-judgment, of allowing ourselves to feel the softness in our life, and thereby cultivating that, we bring in grounded energy of love in our life, which is not a flash in the pan. It's not going to come and dissipate. It is not whimsical, but it is something you wish to bring in, continue, cultivate, and deepen in your life. So the section at the end of these card spread today, the activation of the shamanic drumming is to activate and create space in your physical bodies and energetic bodies in your chakra system for this love to stay. Now, before we go there, I want to read from the book today, because these words are powerful, and I would invite you to either close your eyes or really soften your presence into your heart as you listen to these words, so that they remain in you and in your energy for as long as you need. And you can come back to this for as long as you need, whenever you're feeling out of love, out of grounding, or you're feeling any sense of despair or hopelessness of manifesting what you're trying to manifest, or when you feel you're getting back to any kind of past energy that you have been working hard to get out of. So this is going to take you back into your heart center and keep you in that energy. So I'm reading from the book, the message for you today, the viewer, for the first card, Earth Star Activation. When you draw this card, know your Earth Star has been activated and the wisdom you once ignored is finally being acknowledged. The rejected parts of yourself have now been rediscovered. There is an opportunity for you to discover and rediscover magic too. But stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Let the earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you have been wondering if it is time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time for integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it, and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. So very powerful energy of grounding your presence into the moment and waiting for important information. So for new viewers, if you're tuning in for the first time to this session, to this reading, I encourage you to go and watch the last session in the long form, because there was an important message of waiting for important information. So this is a continued information for the collective who resonates with this energy. So you are moving out of one cycle, moving into a new cycle. So the intention of this session today anyway is to activate your heart energy so that it stays with you in a long grounded way, laying strong foundation. So you do have a guidance of tapping into your wisdom, tapping into your presence fully, into your physical body, into the present moment, and realize your strength. If you have been asked to wait for important information, if you have had inaction around you in your external world, it is for a purpose. We do not know what it is, but you and your higher self and your soul and your divine team know what the wait is for. So you have the strength to wait. And if you don't feel that powerful, if you feel impatient, or if you feel vulnerable with this wait, I hope this message today and the activation with the drumming will help you to expand the grounding space in your energetic bodies and your physical bodies, and you'll be able to hold on and hold space for yourself to deepen into this present moment. So beautiful. Let's see what beautiful poem and words come out for this, which is Man of the Earth and Woman of the Sky, number 48. Oh, wow. Yeah, such, continued words coming from this card into this, and these are by different authors. So I saw the word flowing from what I just read about the Isis energy in this, flowing into this. So it just shows how the synchronicity of the universe is there for you right now, the viewer. And so this oracle brings you a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You are being opened up to sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and in divine relationship with the heavenly beloved. Know you are worthy of it, and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Isn't it beautiful? Know that even when it is dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants to reach us not only in our happiness, but also, perhaps more so, in our darkest hour. Let it reach you through your relatedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and opened for, because in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. And I really do want to read this poem, a beautiful poem of love, because it does have words from the first card. How rare to be born with the name of love. What challenges await that I must face, or voice to listen to from above, telling what I must embrace. Each day I walk a path unknown, with no regrets for where I have been. Each experience is mine to own, no choices called to live again. How strong I am, I ask myself. The measured test unfolds each day. A blessing of enormous wealth inside the gift will always lay. Wow. So do you see that it talked about, this card talked about you're stronger than you realize and wait for important information. And this poem and this card talks about what is coming your way, a sacred relationship with you, with another, with the divine, and your journey of what you have traveled. And in that journey, you have closed all aspects of yourself in your journey with gratitude and love, with no regret of all the places you have been, all the situations you have been. And now, with the strength that you have, you await for this unfolding. You await this relatedness with another. And what you thought was the truth will change for you to become what it will be. So beautiful. I hope your hearts are able to hold this expansive love that is coming your way, that is already in your surrounding. And I just wish for your hearts to not explode with this love in a momentary way, but expand your body and your hearts and your minds and your worlds in with so much, gentleness of this powerful love, that you feel soaked, held, supported, and drenched in this love. That's what I wish for you as I continue to activate and deepen this love for this collective viewing it. Okay. Now we are going to do, if there is a invocation, usually in this deck there are invocations for the last card, which is 31. So whatever the word commitment invokes in you, please take it as it resonates. I want to read from the book. The author may or may have another interpretation. May those words add to your own interpretation. And don't force anything, but I hope it adds rather than diminishes. So it says, the awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. Rumi. Oh yeah, this is basically the commitment to stay and come back to it, away from momentariness of desires, or when something doesn't unfold in the immediate moment that we want it to, we don't go away from it, because we have a commitment to the heart energy. We have a commitment to honor love within us, with others, to the divine, to maybe sacred others or sacred another. Beautiful. Don't let fear that your desire won't manifest cause you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle, and one that will not serve your soul here. Instead, just show up, be present, attend to what is before you in each moment, and trust yourself. Let the light of your heart take you into serenity that will bring you the balm of a solid core of comfort, even whilst the world shifts and changes according to the workings of divine will. As you move along your life journey, step by step, The divine will is moving you too, shining one into fulfillment of your destiny. Life is not working at cross purposes with you, far from it. It is a co-conspirator with your heart. Come back to the stillness of the love within and know your heart's light to be what it is, reliable and true, showing you the way even now in peace and stillness. Okay, so let's do this sacred honoring ritual. If you can light a candle, you can take a moment to do that. You can pause the video here, go light a candle of your choice and sit in a relaxed place. And if that is not possible, then you can probably imagine a flame in your mind's eye. And if you're not a visual person, it's difficult for you to do, then you can just simply say, I call upon the sacred flame of divine love now. And then you can say this aloud with me or just listen to my voice. The light of my heart does not waver. It is fixed by the will of the divine and lit by the greatest flame, forever alight in the temple of one love. Rumi, who safeguards the sacred flame of love, together may we bear serene witness to the revelations of the light within, that the way always be shown pure and true, and the courage to act when needed and the patience to best serve love is found within our hearts. So be it. You can let the candle remain in light. I hope it is in a safe place so that the heart desire and your prayer, completes the full illumination of it. And also, if you notice the words of patience and action as guided by your higher heart, is a continued message in the 3 cards from 3 different cards. So I definitely do sense you may be feeling tested, or you may have by now accepted and sunk yourself into a cycle of peace and harmony with any waiting that you have to bear. And that includes inviting love or new cycles of creation with another, new cycles of union with another, and yourself. And so through this period of waiting, I hope these messages find you and create the holding space for you that feels more supported, feels more loving. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to just let you experience, if you want to tune in to the last section, which will be a live drumming, shamanic drumming, to open your chakras and allow this energy of love for you to embody this energy of love and keep it for as long as you need. That was my calling to do during this session today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And as always, if anything resonates, I welcome you to share your story or drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe to my channel. And of course, share with others if you know someone can benefit from a journey into their heart center, into more love. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care until next time.